All right, guys. So I've realized in order to have a well-balanced mental diet, you need to have hobbies in these three categories. So the first would be your mind, second is body, and third is your soul. So in that, your mind could be related to reading, writing, meditation. Body would be some sort of physical activity, right? Maybe you're into sports, basketball, football, soccer, pickleball, anything. And then your soul would be just something that you're passionate about, something that you could just do for hours on end and it doesn't feel like it's work. So that would be like music for me personally, graphic design, if that's something that you're interested in, web design, problem solving activities, like solving like a Rubik's Cube, or maybe you're into puzzles. And I think this is very important because this makes you a very well-rounded individual. And the more that you decide to incorporate these hobbies in your life, you'll notice your life expand in ways that you haven't seen it before because you're just growing, you have variance in your knowledge and your interests. So when you talk to people, you feel like, hey, like I've been doing this, or hey, I've been reading into this. And even when it comes to things like reading, for example, it's not, right now you could be reading self-improvement books because that's something that you're looking to do. But there's also value in reading fiction books and fantasy because that helps with your creativity. So there's a lot of variance like in between these categories that you can do, and experiment on yourself. See like what you like, maybe what you don't like, and then just kind of keep filtering that out. I would say have one hobby in each of these categories. I think that's a baseline to start, at least just to get yourself like in the flow of it, because I think some of us have some of these categories. If you're into exercise like me, body is always something that a body hobby sounds kind of funny to say, but like a body hobby is something that I've kind of had, but maybe you've never been into like reading, right? Maybe you've never written before. And when it comes to your soul, your passions, maybe you just always put that to the side because you feel like that's not really important. But there is value that you gain from that as well. It's a good use of your time because I feel like we have excess time in our days, especially on the weekends, and we fill it with nonsense. Maybe we want to go party, maybe we want to go drink. It's kind of the same thing here, but like just being out and about, just being around people that we don't necessarily care about. Instead of that, why not just put that into something that you're truly passionate about and see like where that goes? You'll feel better about yourself. It'll be a good use of your time. I'm not saying to be a recluse, but having this variety will allow you to feel more well-rounded mentally. And I would say challenge yourself as well. So if you're someone that's already has been into reading, okay, I want you to find a new mental hobby, like a mind hobby. So maybe journaling, right? Like you could start doing that. Kind of figure out what that is for you, make it a challenge, and then eventually you can start to incorporate multiple hobbies in each of these categories. So, I'm saying start with one in each, but as you feel like you kind of start unconsciously doing those hobbies on a consistent basis, add something new. That's how you kind of keep growing and you keep developing yourself. That's how you bulletproof your mind. So do that as well. There's one other point I wanted to make that I'm kind of blanking on here. And also you don't have to necessarily do these every single day. Like all three of these hobbies don't have to happen every single day, but make it part of your routine, right? Like I would say at least do each in one of these categories, hobbies, 4 times a week, maybe 5 times a week even. Figure out how you want to structure that. Because obviously I know we have more things to do than just hobbies in our day, right? There's other things we have going on in our lives. But you could at least fit 2 of those hobbies in a day. Okay? Like I've been practicing this and I know I can at least fit 2 a day. I'm sure you can as well. Even just start with little as 30 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day, whatever it is, just to get yourself into that groove and watch your mind just feel a lot more stable. That's the biggest reason why I want to share this with you guys. I've noticed my mind become more stable now that I'm having more diverse interests. I felt like there was just a point in my life, and you probably have felt the same way, where you're maybe a little one-dimensional. And the reason why you're one-dimensional is because I don't believe that phrasing it in these categories of hobbies, right, has really been talked about, shared about as far as I understand. So I wanted to help you guys out with that. So let me know what you guys think of this video today. Very quick hitter that I wanted to share, but I think it's a lot of value that you'll get from this. Like, comment, subscribe to me if you haven't already. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm all about bulletproofing your mind to maximize what life has to offer you. And in order to really maximize what life has to offer you, you need to have these hobbies in these three categories: mind, body, and soul. It's the best way to do it. Share this with a friend that needs to hear this, and I'll catch you on the next one.